Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good morning. So today our group, which is group 2, we will present the presentation of set B. So our group has 6 members, which is first is Muhammad Aiman, Aiman Muharis, and Sutakun Serapon, Nur Ain Syafiqah, and also myself, Ahmad Syahmi, Syakir Amzah, and also Haziq Ismailudin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good morning. My name is Ahmad Syahmi bin Zamzam. My magic number is A22B1039. So I will start the presentation with data description. So the data is a collection of connecting observation and interpreting is significant, is important based on the table where column represent a different variable and each row is correspondent to different question. And then the data set can be analyzed using statistical program like SPSS. So we will continue for the number 2.0 numerical description measurement. So for the number of classes is the answer is 256 and determine the class width with formula max entry minus with minimum entry divide by number of classes. So we will get the amount 124.04. So next is the mean for the price. So the answer for the mean for the price is 367.964. For the answer for the median is 291.949, and for the mode is 267.495. So that means we can call the data, the shape of data distribution is skew right.
Alright, so basically my name is Muhammad Iman Karid bin Mat Kamal, and today I would like present about measure of number of price, quarter find location Q1 and Q3. So for Q1 we get a 104.416, and then we get a Q3 613.438. So in the quarter range, after Q1 minus Q3 minus Q1, we get 509.022. So for measure of variance, for S2 we get 86,608.692. So standard deviation we get 294.294. Alright, so for determine the class width, so we use a wedge. We time for mean, we get a 402.434. So for median, we get a 207, and then only for median. Alright, for mode, we get the highest of weight 391.479 kilogram. So basically for shape of data distribution, mean we get 402.434, and then median 287, for mode 391.479. So basically the total mean, median and mode is normal. So major opposition, we get a class intervals, we use a 0.0 206. So total out we get 119.25. So basically for find value Q, we get 205.15, and the interquarter range 205.15 minus 390.17.
2.2.5 measure of variation. For the variance for the final answer is 1 to 1 equals 7.26, and for the standard deviation square root 1 to 1 equals 7.26, we get the final answer 1 to 4.8. 0.18. After that, 2.3.1. Determine the class width of the length. Max entire minus min entire divided number of the class, where the number is 59.0 minus 7.5 divided by 8, we get the final answer is 6.4375, and we go for 2.6.44, and after that 3.2.3.2 measure of standards mean, we get the x 4157.325 divided 1 by 6, we get 26.147. Median. With the using of the formula of median, for the class of median is 20.38 to 26.81. We use LM for 20.875 plus P 6.44, and FM -1 49, and FN is 40. With the using formula, we use 20.875 plus in the bracket 1 by 9 divided by 2 minus 49 divided 40, and multiply 6.44, and we get 25.786. And for the mode, the class is 20.38 to 26.89. Is the same M 20.75, and C is 6.44. For the knee, first is 40, and for the is 30. The using formula 20.75 plus in the bracket 40 minus 30 divided in the bracket 40 minus 30 plus 40 minus 32 multiplies 6.44, and we get 24.453. Is the longest of length is 24.453. Shape of data distribution: mean 26.1.7, median 25.289, and mode 24.453, with the mean, median, and mode squared to the left. 2.3.4 measure of precision, with the quarter of 1 is 12.99, and quarter 3 is 15.75 into quarter range. With the quarter 3 minus quarter 1, 20.75 minus 12.99, we get 2.67, 76. And after that, measure of operation, the final answer is 105.531, with the standard deviation. We scale 105.531. We get the final answer is 10.27.
Alright, my name is Nur Ain Shafiqah Mifti Muhammad Saidi. My metric number is 058764. Right, today I want to present about graphical representation. Graphical representation refer to use of intuitive chart to clearly visualize and simplify the data set. Data is entered into the graphic software and then represented by a variety of symbols, such as line in a line chart, bar in a bar chart, or slice in a pie chart. Next, OGIF or cumulative frequency graph. A cumulative frequency graph or OGIF is a line graph that shows the cumulative frequency of each upper class boundary. The first step is to create a table of frequency distribution. After creating the table of frequency distribution, the upper class boundaries are required to plot on each class in the x-axis, and each of the points must be plotted and connected from the left to the right. Below is the cumulative frequency table with the upper boundaries for each class or give or cumulative frequency graph. Histogram. A histogram is a bar graph that represented the frequency distribution of the dataset. Drawing a histogram graph has several steps. The bar must be begin and the end at class boundaries instead of class limits. Below are the lower and upper boundaries with the midpoint for each class and graph histogram. Pie chart. Pie chart is a circle that is divided into sectors that represented categories. The area of each sector is proportional to the frequency of each category. In the other words, each slice of the pie is relative to the size of the categories in a group as a whole. The entire pie represents 100% of a whole, while the pie slice represents portion of the whole.
Numerical descriptive measurement. There is difference in between calculation using SPSS software and manual calculation. The value of mean, median, mode, standard deviation, and variance are different. The mean using SPSS software for the price is 364.2033, while the manual is 367.964. The median using SPSS software is for the week is 273, while manually is 287. The mode using SPSS software for the length one is 19, while the manual is 24.453. The standard deviation using SPSS software is for the price is 299.5172, while the manual is 194.293. Then this is a histogram for the price, weight, and length. For the hypothesis testing, one sample test of the hypothesis. Step 1, state H-null hypothesis and the alternate hypothesis. H-null, the average price of the fish is 126, and H-alternate, the average price of the fish is more than 126. Step 2, state the level of significance. The level of significance is 0.05. Compute the test statistic if the answer is 0.058. Step 4, decision rules. Reject H-null if the H-null more than H-alternate. Step 5, making the decision of the forming and conclusion. Since the H-null more than H-alternate, reject H-null and conclude that mean of the price of the fish is more than 126. Analysis of variance, ANOVA. Step 1, null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis. H-null equal to M1, M2, and M3. Price equal to length 1 equal to weight. H-alternative, at least one of the mean is different from the others. Step 2, state the level of significance. The 0.05 level was selected. Step 3, compute test statistic. The appropriate test statistic is a F distribution. The length is produced are several assumptions. First, data must be at least interval level. The actual selection of the cell must be chosen using the probability type produced. The distribution of the monthly cells for each the population is normal. The variance of the three population are equal. Step 4, decision rule. Reject H-null if the F more than FA, VA, V2 critical region, F more than F 0.05 and 2 equal to 1.15. Step 5, making the decision and forming a conclusion. Fail to reject H-null since the F are lower than F 0.05 and 2 equal to 51.704 more than 1 and 15. Therefore, there are no significant difference among the treatment.
Hi, my name is Dr. Slapot and my metric number is A22B1301. Today I'm going to present for correlation analysis, confidence interval, prediction modeling, and also the conclusion for the assignment. For the correlation analysis, we got 5 steps. The first step is H-null is weight not equal to price and H-alternate is weight equal to price. Step 2, we set the significance level. So in this case, we set as alpha equal to 0.05. step 3 is we construct a correlation table with price, rate, and length. And step 4 is we make a decision rule, which is reject rationale. So the last step is we make a conclusion. For this case, conclusion is there is a strong positive correlation between price, rate, and length. The next part is confidence interval. 95% confidence interval for the price of fishes variable is as the following tables. The 95% confidence interval can be related confidence interval based on the result SPSS. So the 5% trim mean is 351.1321, while the lower bound is 317.2885. Next part is prediction modeling. For instance, based on the sample data sets is equal to the formula below, and here y can be the number of fishes that capture at several places, x1 can be the number of the weight, and x2 can be the number of the length. All these variable will be unit thousands. Based on the coefficient table, refer to the column under sterilized coefficient b value. The regression model is 1.918 minus 0.983 equal to 2901. The last part is the conclusion part. So in summary, statistics play a vital role in conducting rigorous studies, analyzing data, and also drawing meaningful conclusion. It emphasizes the role of random sampling in generalizing results to a large populations. The analysis of fish species based on the sales price and weight followed a systematic approach involving categorization, data recording, and frequency calculation. Descriptive measure like mean, median, and mode provides insight into a central tendencies, while standard deviation and variance offer information on variability. Hand-drawn graph enhance understanding of relationships and patterns, and also statistical analysis using SPSS allow to advanced techniques such as regression analysis, hypothesis testing, and confidence interval. The report concludes that the combinations of these methods provides a comprehensive and robust analysis, yielding variable insights and contributing to a field to study. That's all for my part. Thank you.